Let's create and pack a brand new makeup bag for my best friend. And no need to go to Sephora because baby, we got Sephora at home.
Makeup overconsumption is getting completely out of control because why does one person need enough product to stock an actual Sephora? In today's video, we are talking about influencer beauty collection that has gone way beyond loving products and straight into retail level excess, from hundreds of lip products and drawers full of foundation to massive acrylic storage system that look like beauty store display. This creator literally says she doesn't need Sephora because she has Sephora at home, and honestly she wasn't exaggerating. What makes this even more interesting is that this Organize My Makeup ASMR video gets millions of views, which means overconsumption itself is becoming content. So today we are going to talk about the normalization of massive PR collection and less storage, expired products, and why social media keep making excessive consumption look aesthetic instead of alarming.
Let's create and pack a brand new makeup bag for my best friend. And no need to go to Sephora because baby, we got Sephora at home. New and improved. I just cleaned and organized her. Let's go shopping. She lives halfway across the country. She is a new mom. I need to stock her up with literally a full makeup kit because I don't even think she has jack shit right now. Beginning with skin prep. I have some doubles, so this is perfect. And this combo is actually amazing for prepping your skin before makeup. Ooh, and let's throw in a hydrated milky mist too. Foundation. I'm so scared. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know how pale she's gotten. Arguably one of my favorite skin tints at the moment. I'll give her a darker one and then like a lighter skin tint to mix in. Of course, a Kosas concealer to go with. Blush bronzer powder. This is a chaotic drawer. Let's grab her a cool toned contour stick and something to bronze it up in case she needs. Some cream blush, something brighter just in case. Classic translucent powder is always a safe bet. I feel like she doesn't really wear highlighters, so we're just gonna skip and move on to setting spray. It's a no-brainer. Duh, this stuff is banging. Ooh, let's get her some little hair clippies too. Mascara. Let's grab her a couple so she has options. Yeah, okay. This should do. Don't know how much she's filling in her brows nowadays, but gotta play it safe. I'll give her some gel to hold it in. Eyeliner. I think she's in need of just a classic black. I have an extra of these. Maybe she'll like this. Yeah, why not? I feel like everybody needs tweezers. Yeah. What about liquid eyeshadow? This stuff is good to have. Harmonian rim. Ooh, these hourglass shimmers are so good too. Lips. Every girl needs an Anywhere caffeine lip liner. And these hourglass sticks are really good too. And I'll grab some of these NARS sticks in case she wants to like play with color at some point. I have not used this Dior Glow Oil, so it's all hers. Oh, these Fenty ones. This drawer's a bit discombobulated. Some body butter. Stop, she's gonna gag. She is obsessed with these. We're loading this bitch up. I'm just gonna grab her like an entire skincare routine. Absolutely. And I don't have curls, but she does, so this is perfect. And she needs brushes. Okay, that covers the face and the eyes. Okay, so all this in the skincare is not gonna fit in this. Or will it? Let's find out. I finally get to give my childhood best friend some makeup.
She says, no need to go to Sephora. We already have Sephora at home. And honestly, that wasn't even a joke. That was a full beauty retail sitting inside someone's house. The way she casually pulled out product after product like she was shopping in her own private store was actually overwhelming to watch. She kept saying, I have doubles, so this is perfect. But at that point, we have to ask, why do we have so many backups that we should build another person an entire beauty collection without even noticing products are missing? This wasn't just helping a friend out. This was enough makeup and skincare to fully stock a beginner beauty creator. The crazy part is how normalized this level of excess has become online. People see rooms of makeup and think it's aspirational instead of slightly alarming. She wasn't packing a makeup bag anymore. She was building a miniature Sephora starter case. The amounts of categories represented here are wide. There are foundations, concealers, cream bronzer, powder bronzer, blush, lip oil, skincare, body care, hair care, mascara, Swizzlers. Like that bag just kept expanding. I noticed how casual, expensive products are being tossed into that bag too. You see those hourglass stick, multiple complexion products, skincare combos. That wasn't drugstore makeup someone was decluttering. And look, generosity is nice. Helping your friend after becoming a new mom is really sweet of her. But this video unintentionally exposes just how excessive influencer beauty, collection has become. The internet has normalized, owning enough makeup to supply multiple people for years. The face, I don't think she has anything at all, was interesting too, because nowadays social media makes us feel like a person need a fully stocked vanity just to function. You could tell she genuinely believed every category was essential. A lighter skin tint, a darker one, multiple blush tone, backup lip products, extra mascara is the mindset of more equals to better. This is the type of content that subtly encourages viewers to think their normal size collection is lacking. Overconsumption online rarely looks responsible anymore. It looks aesthetic, generous, organized, and just girly things. Having enough beauty products to casually creating an entire Sephora haul for another person from your own collection is not normal. Social media has made extreme overconsumption look cute, organized, and aspirational, but it's still overconsumption.
Y'all, it's time to finally put together my makeup collection. Ah! This organizing, it may take a while.
She started bringing out Acrylic organizer one by one, and that's how the scale of collection really hit. These wearing tiny organizers either. Each Acrylic container had around 72 compartments, and she brought out three. And the craziest part is every single compartment was packed. Okay, we are talking 10, 12, sometimes 15 lip products stuffed into one section of the product. This wasn't even the full makeup collection yet. This was just the lipstick category before we could even get to the foundation, the concealer, powders, bronzer. Okay, and there are already hundreds of lip products that we are seeing. The amount of product duplicates were honestly shocking. How many new lipstick can one realistically use before they expire? And just when you think the storage is complete, one more container appears. She literally brought in additional acrylic drawers, specifically for lip products, not makeup in general, just lips. At some point, the organizer stopped looking like storage solution and start looking like inventory shelves. This is what overconsumption looks like in 2026, buying more storage instead of questioning why the collection has gotten too large in the first place. The beauty industry has convinced people that running out of space means you need another organizer, not fewer products. It also shows how normalized excessive collection has become online. People in the comments are probably calling it ghost, why the average person couldn't finish even 5 lipsticks before expiration. She kept organizing product by shade, formula, finish, category like a mini beauty retailer. Imagine owning so many lip products that you need an entire furniture system just to separate glosses from the lip oil from the liner. Social media has made excessive consumption look productive. Organizing hundreds of products feels responsible, even though the real issue is owning hundreds of products in the first place. She kept on bringing more and more clear acrylic containers, carefully organizing everything by branches and category like is a Sephora display. The foundation section alone was excessive. I noticed multiple bottles of the same foundation from the same brand. She has several shades and backs up for foundation like, Makeup Forever, HD Skin, the Fenty Beauty, the Makeup by Mario, Givenchy, YSL, and the list goes on. And these aren't just cheap either. We are talking high-end luxury makeup stacked in rows like it's a store inventory. What really stood out for me was how normalized duplication has become in influencer beauty culture. One person realistically do not need four versions of the same foundation formula sitting in a cleric drawer. Then she moved on to concealers. And honestly, that amount is also overwhelming. Those organizers had like 72 compartments each, and most of them were parts. When you actually stop and count the products, we are easily looking at over 100 concealers over there. And after the concealer, more organizing, more products, more drawers. The entire video was aesthetically satisfying, but once you sit back and really think about all this, it's thousands of dollars worth of makeup, and one person could never realistically finish before they expire. And this is where I think the conversation around, overconsumption gets important. I understand she's a large influencer. A lot of these products were probably PR sent by brands. And honestly, I don't have an issue with influencers receiving PR. That's literally part of the beauty industry now. If you have an audience, even a smaller one, brands will eventually reach out. I've experienced that myself on a smaller scale. Brands message creators all the time, hoping for promotion or exposure. But the issue for me isn't necessarily receiving product. The issue is what happens after. A lot of influencers keep everything, store everything, and then turns excess into content. Makeup expiration actually matters, especially complexion product that sit for years being open, swatched and even stored. I think influencers have a responsibility to navigate PR more intentionally. Donate what you can, rotate products, declutter responsibly, stop accepting everything just because it's free. Because free products are still products. They still take resources to manufacture, package, ship, and eventually thrown away. And I actually respect creators who are selective with sponsorship and PR. Personally, even if a brand reaches out to me, I couldn't promote something that goes against what I talk about on my platform. In this part of the video, she kept organizing even more products, pencils, lip liners, eyeliners, mascaras. Every category has its own section. And what stood out for me wasn't just the amount of product, it was the storage system itself. She has industrial level beauty, storage, the kind of acrylic organizers you would normally expect to see in an actual cosmetic store. That tells me the collection isn't temporary overflow. This setup was built to permanently house massive amounts of product. When someone invests in huge storage system like this, it's usually means they fully accept the collection to keep growing, because let's be honest, nobody buys this many drawers and organizers if they plan to declutter most of the collection anytime soon. She genuinely does have a mini Sephora inside her house. The way everything were categorized, displayed, and stocked looks more like retail shelving than personal makeup storage. And this is the cycle of consumption people don't talk about. First you buy product, then you buy storage for the product, then bigger storage, then the entire room dedicated to the product. At some point, the storage itself became proof that the collection has gone beyond realistic personal use, because if your beauty collection require furniture level organization system, that's not normal amount of makeup anymore. And what's interesting is that even the product expires, a lot of influencers don't immediately get rid of it. Some products stay in the shelves because the visual abundance becomes part of the content. Okay, the overflow drawers, the fully stocked acrylic, the endless organizing videos, the aesthetic perform extremely well online. These beauty organization ASMR videos pull millions of views because people find them oddly satisfying. So in a way, the excess itself becomes monetized. The bigger the collection looks, the more impressive the video appears to viewers. Sometimes the issue isn't just buying product, it's how excessive collection becomes entertainment. And viewers slowly get desensitized on how abnormal it really is. People start thinking owning hundreds of lip products, dozens of mascara, and endless makeup or backup is suddenly beauty culture. But realistically, most people couldn't finish even a fraction of this product before they expire. And the craziest part of all this is the products accumulate, the more storage has to expand to support the accumulation. It becomes an endless, cycle. Okay, more makeup, more drawers, more shelves, more content, more PR. Then they repeat the cycle. So at the end of the day, this video isn't about hating makeup, skincare, or even the influencer that I featured her video. Makeup can be creative, can be fun, and even part of someone's career. The real issue is how social media has normalized extreme level of consumption at the point of having hundreds or even thousands of products, start looking normal. Even someone can casually build an entire Sephora starter kit from the personal collection or need store level storage system just to organize products. It's worth questioning how much it's actually being used and how much is simply being collected for content. And viewers slowly becomes conditioned to think they never have enough. So yeah, enjoy your makeup, buy what you genuinely love, and don't let influencer collection convince you need an entire beauty store in your bedroom to be valid, trendy, or even beautiful. Thank you so much for sticking with me in this video. If you enjoy videos on overconsumption, underconsumption, the influencing, and influencer trend that shouldn't have been normalized, subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications so that you get notified anytime I upload videos. Share this video to a friend, comment your thoughts. Let's have this conversation. I am Blessing, and I will see you in the next video.